This isn't just about winning trophies. This is about a nation that didn't just play the game, they changed it permanently. This is their story. Where it all started. No manicured pitches, no fancy academies at first, just concrete, dirt roads, beach sand, and a ball, or honestly, whatever you could kick. Football arrived in Brazil around the 1890s, brought over by a British-Brazilian guy named Charles Miller. He came back from England with 2 footballs and basically said, "Here, try this!" And Brazil looked at it, took it apart, and rebuilt it. Because while Europe played football like a system, organized, structured, written, Brazil played it like music, like jazz. Almost you feel it. You improvise. You do things the textbook never taught you because you never had a textbook. That philosophy, it got a name eventually. The beautiful game. And no one played it more beautifully than what was coming next. 1950, Brazil had never won a World Cup. Not once. They went to Sweden carrying that weight, that desperate, almost painful hunger to prove something, to show the world that the way they played football, it was valid. It was worth something. And then a 17-year-old kid from Três Corações stepped on the pitch. Edson Arantes do Nascimento, the world would know him simply as Pele. In the semi-final against France, he scored a hat trick. In the final against Sweden, he scored 2, including that goal, chested down, flick over the defender, volley it home. He was 17 years old. Brazil won 5-2, their first World Cup! And the boy who grew up kicking a stuffed sock through the streets of Bauru, he was world champion. But look, 1958 was just the beginning. 1962. Pele gets injured early, barely plays, doesn't matter, Garrincha, another one of those Brazilian football gods, carries the whole team on his bandy legs, and they do it again. Back-to-back World Cup champions. Then 1966 happens. Disaster. Brazil go out in the group stage. Pele gets kicked to bits, says he'll never play another World Cup. The whole nation is devastated. But Pele came back. If you ever want to sit down and argue about the greatest football team in history, fine, go ahead. But just know at some point in that argument, someone's gonna say, Brazil 1968. And the room will probably go quiet. Pelé, Jairzinho, Tostão, Rivellino, Gerson, Carlos, Alberto, these weren't just players, they were artists who happened to be playing football. That final against Italy, 4-1. And the 4th goal, Carlos Alberto finishing off a move that went through basically the entire team. It's still debated as the greatest goal ever scored in a World Cup final. Brazil lifted the Jules Rimet Trophy. That day, 3 titles, it was theirs to keep. A small country in South America had just written themselves into the soul of the sport. After 1970, it got complicated. 74, 78, they were good. Really good. But not that. Different era, different coaches, more pragmatic football, and the results? Runner-up. Runner-up. Then 1982 happened. And listen, if you're a proper football person, you know what 1982 means. That Brazil team, Zico, Socrates, Falcão, Éder, they played some of the most breathtaking football the World Cup has ever seen. No, Seriously, people who are alive will still tell you that team was a joy to watch. Every match was an event.
And they lost to Italy. A last-minute Paolo Rossi hat trick. Gone just like that. 1986. Zico again. Another brilliant team, knocked out on penalties by France. For 24 years after Pele, nothing. The weight of those yellow shirts started to feel heavy.
Chapter 5, 1994. And her hunger returns. In 94, Brazil had decided enough of the beautiful football that loses time to be ruthless. Romario and Bebeto up front. That partnership, two of the most clinical strikers you'll ever see, playing off each other like they could read minds. Bebeto scored against Netherlands and did that, rocking an imaginary baby his son had just been born back home. Romario, Mazinho, they all joined in 3 seconds of football that became one of the most iconic images in World Cup history!
You was having gone too far!
Brazil, Italy in the final after extra time.
Very first play ever!
A World Cup final goes to penalties. Berezi misses, Marcio Santos misses, Albertini scores, Ivani scores, Romario scores, Branco scores, Massaro misses, Dunga scores! Baggio steps up. Over the bar. Oh. 24 years. 4 World Cups. Finally, 4-time World Champions! At Chapter 6, Ronaldo and the Golden Generation! Then came Ronaldo. Not the Manchester United one, the real one. The original, the phenomenon. 1998 France. Ronaldo is 21. The best player on the planet. And Brazil are favorites. And then the day of the final, something strange happens. He has some kind of fit the night before. The team sheet comes out, and his name isn't on it. Then it is he plays, he's clearly off. Brazil lose 3-0 to France. To this day, nobody fully knows what happened in that hotel room. But Ronaldo, he came back. 2002, Japan and Korea, a different Ronaldo, older, hungrier, carrying the weight of that 1998 mystery on his back. And the goals he scored, especially in the final against Germany, he looked at it like it was personal. Brazil win 2. Fight Chad World Champions! The first team ever to do it. Ronaldo finishes as top scorer. He cries on the pitch, and nobody could blame him. Remand, just when you thought Brazilian football couldn't get more fun to watch, Ronaldinho showed up. Man, where do you even start? No player in modern football made defenders look more confused, more helpless, more humiliated, honestly, and they'd still be smiling about it because the skill was so outrageous, it was almost complimentary. He never won a World Cup. Brazil had a terrible 2006 tournament, knocked out by France again. But for a stretch between 2002 and 2006, Ronaldinho was the best footballer alive. He didn't just play football, he, like the street kid in him, never grew up. And thank God for that. 2014. Brazil hosts the World Cup. Home. Neymar, the new golden boy, dragging Brazil through with his pace, his dribbling. That unmistakable Brazilian DNA in everything he does. The whole country breathes through him. Semi-final against Germany, Neymar out injured. And then, you know what happened? 7-1. 7 goals, 1 game. Germany 7, Brazil 1 at home at the Stadio Mineirão in Belo Horizonte. A moment so painful that Brazilians gave it a name, O Mineiraza. The trauma that still lives in every football fan who watched Dibney. The nation cried genuinely, players cried on the pitch. But here's the thing about Brazil, and this is what makes them Brazil! They didn't stop playing football. They didn't abandon the yellow shirt. 2042, Qatar, Neymar's possibly last World Cup. Vinicius Jr., Richarlison, Rodrigo, a new generation.
Fast, technical, hungry.
That Richarlison bicycle kick in the group stage. Come on, pure Brazilian DNA. They went out in the quarterfinals on penalties to Croatia. Neymar cried again. The cycle continues.